Greetings and welcome to my channel, Tarot Blessings. This is me, TB, coming to you on a slow down Sunday night. I call it slow down Sunday night because I do a vice versa tarot. This is the deck I use. This deck requires the book till I learn these cards inside out because they're slightly different than typical tarot. They're two-sided cards. That's one side. This is the other side. There's no front, no back, no light, no dark, just one side dark, the other side. Now, one side could be dark, one side could be sunny, but not all cards. Okay, so again, this is Slow Down Sundays with the Vice Versa Tarot deck. So this will be all signs. This will be about your love life future. Like, you know what's going on with your person in your life, future wise, energy wise. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. But this is going to, within the sound of my voice, this is timeless. So whatever Sunday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you listen to this, this is considered timeless. Okay? So we're going to get started here. All right, what card do we have first for the collective on Sunday? Oh, and please, before I get started, let's please go to my IG, my Instagram channel, and like and subscribe, or I should say like Tarot Blessings 101, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that bell so that you can continue to get notifications every time I upload. Alright, so again, this is for all signs, timeless, slow down Sundays. Spirit, what kind of messages do you have? Give me a message. Nice. Okay, got a couple messages. Oh wow, I'll take them all because these. Oh. Any more messages you got for me, Spirit? For the collective and love. Uh-oh, there's 1, 2 coming out. We're going to take it. All right. Oh. Well, that was behind that one, so we're going to take it. Okay. So, here's our spread tonight. Let it tell us the story. So, we have the 9 of Cups, the page, of coins, or page of pentacles. We have the page of swords, the 10 of cups, the 2 of wands, the ace of wands, the knight of wands, and the 4 of wands. So okay, we got a lot of action going on and some romance and some messages. Okay, so let's begin. The 9 of Cups in typical tarot is a wish fulfillment card. It's not the Ten of Cups, because it's more of your dreams are coming true. However, there's one more step for completion, and that would bring you to the 10. In this spread, you have the 9 and the 10. So, like I said, all signs, but this would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, full of love. I think it applies to all of you. Now, I'll read to you. This book is deep, so I want to read to you each sign. And this won't take too long. Okay. So, the 9 of Cups on that side. It says, when you get this side of the reading, this is known as the wishing card. It is a sign that you will get what you wish for. And yes, you need to be careful. More importantly, don't squander your wish. What will bring the greatest, deepest happiness to you over the long run? Not just fleeting pleasure, but joy after joy your whole life long. So if whatever you wish for is coming your way. So with that, I'm going to skip right on over to the 10 to show you what this side means. Now, it says, if a loving partnership is what you most desire, know that it is within your reach, but you must reach. If you are closed off to the approach of true love, it will never make its way home to you. Sometimes this closure is from fear, sometimes anger, and sometimes from a feeling of unworthiness to be loved. Let this card be the beginning of healing for you and the ones you love. All right, so that's this card. This is the other side. This is the other side. Okay. So, what I would say this tells me is that, listen, you are on your way to having your wish fulfilled, but don't let fear block you. Don't let anger block you. Don't let insecurities block your blessings. But you need to reach out for it. So you're on the verge of getting the wish fulfilled. However, you can't block the wish. And a lot of us will block a wish because we don't feel deserving of that wish. So we need to think about those things when you put something out there in the universe. If you want it bad enough, you got to go for it. You can't say, oh, I want it. And then when it's here, you go, maybe I shouldn't. Now is not the time for that. Okay. So now this page of coins. All right. All pages are a messenger. There's some sort of message in what they are bringing towards you. Again, but this deck is different. The message is different. So let me just read. A noble young man, a nobleman, sits under the night sky. Wildflowers grow at his feet, and a gentle green landscape is in the distance. He gazes at a glowing gold pentacle that floats before him. This is a person who is learning about the value of money and other forms of material wealth. He does not know yet how he wants to spend his life, but he can certainly see the fascination that wealth has for so many people. He's in his home, in essential realms of physical comforts, and it would be a shock to his system to do without them. To the outer world, he appears to be a youth who settled down soon and began to build his fortune. So, some of you are dealing with someone who values physical items and creature comforts over depth and value. Some of you are wishing your wish fulfilled is love, but the energies that are coming into your life may be someone who's not that deep, very young, very naive, or that could be you, and that could be what is blocking your blessings, but they're at the door. So you're standing at the doorway of your blessings. It's up to you to call them in. Now the Page of Swords is, as you can see, he's an air sign, but he's more of a fiery type. He's coming with some energy that needs to be, I would say, quelled a bit. And this card, and this side, the fierce young man whose expression seems combative, tightly grips a shining sword, ready to strike. He hovers in midair, lashed by the cold wind that blows the clouds aloft. The landscape below is jagged and sharp, and his feet are bare, suggesting vulnerability. Though his outer demeanor projects toughness, this is a person who may not know how to compromise or listen well to others. So, interjection, hard-headed. The swords are the suite of communication and thought, but this knave doesn't have the mental discipline to yet achieve clarity in either. He may get himself into situations that require someone else to rescue him. A few of those experiences will educate and humble him, at which point his potential for brilliance, can be fulfilled. So this particular card is a young person who goes into a situation head first without thinking about consequences, and it will take the wisdom of someone in their life to pull them out of the murky mess. So, for example, someone who goes in, they're only like 19 and they get a loan for a car, but that they don't have a job, or they have a job, but the job they have is minimal. It's not going to last long. It might be temporary to long-term employment, but more like a job they don't like, so it's not going to last long. And then they go get this car note. So that means they got to go get another car. I mean, not a car, another job once this job ends. They didn't think it through. They didn't plan. And they're hard-headed. I want what I want. So in love, this person may not think through what they really want. And that's why you have to be careful about what your wish fulfill is and not squander it. You have to know. You have to think things through and know what it is that you truly desire before you go for it. Excuse me. And then we got the two of wands. Now, the two of wands is a contemplative energy. Wands are action, are part of action. Any wand you see represents action. However, when you see the two of wands, almost any direction you think of it, up, down, back, forward, it's contemplative. It's a thought. It's a decision, right? So on this side, you see a wealthy nobleman stands upon the battlement of his castle, looking out upon the mountainous vista before him. The sun is setting, gliding the scene with glorious light. The man holds a living wand in his left hand, and another wand, this one in bloom, as well as a leaf, stand at his side. The blooming wand might be emerging from the stonework, or just leaning up against the parapet. Either way, it seems to be yearning toward the sun. With his right hand, the man levitates a golden orb, which mirrors the sun's splendor. When you get this side of a reading, the things you have set in motion are prospering. Observing the timing closely as you need, recognize that time spent thinking and observing is just as important as taking active steps. There's nothing that needs to be doing now. You can be confident in your success. So this is the thoughtfulness stage. This is the planning stage. This is the, I know what my wish is. I know what I want. That's what the orb represents. And how do I get there? Let me think on that. That is what that represents for you. Now, you have, this is the Ace of Wands. Now, when you get the Ace of Wands, it represents the gift of energy. This is an excellent time to begin a new project or find renewed momentum for an existing endeavor. You have the strength you need to see it through. There are allies and companions of like mind ready to work with you. Seize the opportunity and expect a blast of inspiration. So when you get that Ace of Wands, that's telling you, like, listen, you got a golden idea. You need to go for it. You got the right idea. And all these cards are really saying that you're at the precipice of making a great decision for your love life, which is why we're having this reading. It's a love reading. You are standing at the doorstep of a beautiful love. However, how you approach that love, how you welcome that love into your life is important. Will you rush in, not thinking, get yourself caught up in something, or will you stay stuck in something because you think you know all the answers? Or will you let physical comforts rule your heart and miss out on your blessings? How will you approach that? Because pages are immature mindset. It's time to raise your vibration and time to raise your mind up. I don't see any kings on this board right now in this spread. However, that page energy, it may be a beginning, but don't let it be the immaturity that holds you back from your blessings. Now, we have the Knight of Wands, right? Now, the Knight of Wands, this card here, is the outer self, right? A knight in armor rides across the dry and barren landscape. His steed is a unicorn, and the knight rides bareback, holding the reins lightly. The unicorn steps jauntily, and its eyes full of wisdom and love. The knight holds aloft a flaming torch. Through the day, bright and hot. This is a person who is happiest when he has a cause he can pour his passion into. His spirit is restless. He likes to be on the move, looking for the next adventure. The knight is perfectly capable of falling in love at first sight, giving his whole being to passion, and then moving on. The unicorn consents freely to carrying him without the need for saddle or harness, because they are kindred spirits, charismatic, untamable, beautiful in their boldness. When he finds his soulmate, there will be no need to tie him down. He will give himself freely and completely. So, this card is a card of action, but it's also a card of finding your passion, going with your spirit. Not having, it's almost like a chariot card, because you're using your passion, your will, your desire to guide you to the direction you want to go in. And you won't need a lot of prodding to get there, because you will go where your heart is content to go. And you also, when you arrive, you give it your all. And now we have Four of Wands. Now, Four of Wands is also a card of action, because all wands are action-oriented type cards. But this is the action of fellowship, celebrating the home. Sometimes it's considered a twin flame type energy, because it's a balance, or not twin flame, more like a soulmate type energy, because of the balance it provides. Balance in a beautiful home. So when you get this side, the ram and the dove are symbols of lust and love, of aggression and peace, of persistence and cooperation. Both are needed if true passion is to be sustained over the long run. But this card isn't necessarily about relations. Remember that Wands is a suit of action. For something to succeed at its highest potential, it's important to celebrate it. Ceremony unites purpose with passion. So again, passion, energy, and this is more of a card of balance. Balance and peace and passion in the home. Love, lust, whatever you desire to make your home life fulfilling, that's what that card represents on that side, right? So we have all of this culminating with the World card, which is, the epitome of wish fulfilled, job well done. Look what I've accomplished on this side. So just so you can see the other side. It's the back side, but this is the front side, right? Now, the key concept for the World card is completion. It is the last card in the major arcana. The four divine beings are brought together to witness that a cycle is reached its conclusion. The dancer invokes the joy of the yogini from the Death card, and her poise Her pose, invokes the spiritual surrender of the hangman. Life is triumphant, and the soul is renewed. Take a victory lap and get ready to start a new cycle. So there's a cycle complete. And I would say, for the purposes of tying this all together, there's an initial energy here represented by both of the pages. There's some steps taken represented by the knight. All of these wand cards represents ideas, passion, desire, energy to fulfillment. And then you have the 9 and the 10 of cups talking about that wish fulfillment, but taking a step toward your love. So you bring all of this together and you will complete an initial cycle. This is not I'm going to grow old and we're getting married card. This is more of a, the first stages of love, possibly finding that right person and then enjoying that time with them. So this might be a new girlfriend or boyfriend. This might be a new love interest that you want to pursue. Maybe not someone you're already engaged with, but someone that you are really deeply considering because they fit the description. So you got 20 things on your list and they may have the first 5 down and you just have to check out if they have the rest. That's a cycle for you. You might have 4 or 5 more cycles to go because there's some maturing that needs to go on. There's some action that still needs to be taken before you can get to balance, before you can make love, before you can say this is the one. But it's an awesome feeling for what you have so far. Okay. And let me put some romance tarot on this. I'm sorry, oracle. And let's see what Spirit says. Spirit, give me some messages from the oracle regarding this initial cycle. You got the energy of flirt. Excuse me, I dropped something. Romantic feelings. So it says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, which is definitely the beginning stages of a romance. And this is what this represents, the beginning stages, the early naive novel stages of a romance. It just takes some time to mature. Yeah. And there's some issues you need to work out in order to make sure this is you want to take this to the next cycle or the next step, so to speak, right? What else you got from me? And you deserve love because you're lovable. And overall energy in that oracle deck is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, So your feelings are real and worth exploring. And that's what this is saying. They're real. Are you ready? Because love is you're standing at the doorway of love. You have to take a mature step. You need to think things through, not be hard-headed. Perhaps you need to change your ways as far as how you approach love. Maybe you can't approach it the way you used to. And that's what the Page of Swords, represents. Knowing that he's pretty hard-headed, you gotta kind of say, well, maybe I need to change the way I approach this. Because I want my wish fulfilled and I want to begin a new love. I love the creature comforts and I want to build my fortune. And I'm young and I'm ready to go, and this is just the beginning. And this energy right here is like, yeah, but I could get in my own way. So you don't want that. You don't want to get in your own way. You want this first cycle, this initial stages, you want that completion to happen. All right, my love. So this is your Slow Down Sunday, where I take time and I read about the cards for you, and I put it together for you to let you know what it is that the energies that you're facing right now at this time. And like I said, this is timeless, so it can hit you whatever time you see this video. It will, if it resonates, take what resonates. If it doesn't, leave it behind for someone else that can pick that up and feels like that works for them. But this is TB, a Tarot Blessings. I welcome you and thank you for coming. Remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Also, please subscribe to my Instagram channel, which is Tarot Blessings 101. But hit that bell so you can get notifications for the next time I release a video. The next readings will come on Mondays. We'll also be doing a series that's called Tarot Talk Tuesdays that's coming up. We're going to have Freaky Fridays only on IG Live. You don't want to miss that. That's very sensual and erotic and fun, most of all. So get your wine, sit back, relax, watch the reading, and on the live you'll be able to ask questions about the cards, and I can kind of walk you through the whole process of that. But yeah, new series are coming soon. But Slow Down Sundays, you can expect a reading on Slow Down Sundays for the collective. So again, thank you for tuning into my channel. I appreciate you. Peace.